Okay, Corey, so here is from last night. He does a lot of good things. I just want to point out so that he can see this. So I hope he watches this with you or your dad. Um, and as he does three or four good things here. So number one, if you watch, he gets a little bit of body momentum here. He shifts his weight out a little bit before he breaks his hands. That's a good sign of good motor skill and coordination and timing. So he won't pull his hand out of the glove until he's got some type of movement going forward. We can even improve that more down the road, but that's a great start. A lot of kids his age don't do that. I also see his fingers on top of the ball, which is excellent. I like how he gets a long stride. I mean, he's not using too much of the back leg because his force is kind of high there, but he is using more or less the front leg to do that. But he's got a good stride here, which is nice for his size. His elbows get up at a nice position. He flexes his arm back here good, so he's not reaching behind his body to throw. He stays closed off with his front foot for a long time so he doesn't open up too soon. He controls the glove hand nicely. He doesn't go too crazy with it. He just turns it in, and then he throws, and he keeps his head nice and still. He does a lot of good things. So as a little guy, we just need to learn how to power little by little, more and more every day. And we'll work on, again, getting this hand to avoid getting back there to the head because this causes a lot of stress on the elbow. The hand can't get that close to the head because the arm won't roll back. In that position, the arm just will not turn backwards as efficiently as it would if it was at a 90-degree angle. So we want to work on getting that arm, at least that hand, somewhere in this range here. I mean, 90 is really optimal, but I mean, you can be in the 80s, but he's way too low. I mean, he's way too small. What is that, like 45-degree angle? So that's going to put a lot of stress on there, and that's going to cause the arm to follow the chest and not stay behind the chest like it should. Okay, and if you see this, watch how his chest and his arm come together. And that leads the elbow out too far, puts undue stress on the UCL, and then he just gets into a casting motion here. Okay, so what we're still focusing on a lot here for the next few weeks is how to brace that front leg with a nice long stride that he's doing now and to hold that position right there, which is actually really good. So let's take a look here. He's at a 60, maybe it's a little higher. A 74-degree angle, not bad, but watch how it breaks that as he continues to go. See that? So now he's at an 86-degree angle, and then even after he throws, he continues to move forward. So again, it's a strength issue. It's strength and power. So as a young kid, he doesn't have it. I forgot to also mention that he does really well. He strides out in a nice straight line. So his front foot is landing really well relationally to his back foot. So he's not, landing out here or landing on this side where he's throwing across his body. So he's lined up real nice. A lot of good things. So he's got some really good potential. Once we fix his arm problem, he's going to really improve a lot of velocity. So this drill up here at the top was just to get the hand away from the head. But if you notice how he turns to throw, see how the elbow still comes out. He's just kind of, catapulting the ball. He just has to think about, first of all, he's got to get his foot over here more, not all the way back here. And he's got to sit on the ball of the foot there so he has something to push off of, because we're going to do another drill related to this where his body's going to have to jump up over his front leg. But notice how he turns the body and the elbow just continues to go out. So he's still just kind of casting it. He's not allowing the arm to really roll back and the chest pop out this way more. So the chest leads the arm and the arm will just, it'll roll. So he's coming from a pretty low position here at the elbow, and he's just kind of, shooting the elbow up this way along with the body, and that elbow's got to be up here more. So when he works on this, just have him break his hands. I know we didn't break our hands in this, we just kind of started up there. But he should keep the hands together somewhere in the middle of the body, and then break the hands, build some momentum, and let the upper body turn and pull the arm through. Okay, and what's really good about this drill is you can also use the front leg to push back. Push back. All right, well, that's it. That's all I have to say about that lesson. Things are looking pretty good. See if he can get some practice routines in. See if he can do some leg jumps, anything that will help him get stronger on his legs and more explosive. And we'll take it from there. Okay?